Donald Trump Jr. took the witness stand for the second time yesterday as the civil fraud trial in New York enters a new phase. Don Jr. was the first witness for the defense after the prosecution rested its case last week. The former president and his sons deny any wrongdoing. So CBS legal contributor Rebecca Roiphe is joining us now to break down Trump Jr.'s testimony and what lies ahead. So, you know, Rebecca, when I heard he was going to be testifying for the defense, I thought to myself, well, like, what is he going to say? Because when he testified for the prosecution, he basically said, look, I don't have anything to do with the accounting. I do business stuff, but I leave the accounting to accountants. How did he sound on the stand as a witness for the defense? Because it seemed like he knew a little bit more about the business.
Yeah, for sure. He knew a little bit more about the business. He definitely spent a lot of time kind of pumping up Trump Organization and his father, particularly suggesting that, if anything, these properties had been undervalued. So I think he just had more time to answer these questions. So he was doing it in a fuller way and suggesting in a more narrative fashion how well the business was doing. And in doing that, I think you're right. He did seem that he had more to do with the business than he suggested when he was on direct examination.
And of course, you know, just like his dad, he's been claiming that this whole case is a witch hunt against the family. And like I pointed out earlier, part of his defense is that he wasn't the guy crunching the numbers. I want to play a little bit of what he had to say outside of the courtroom yesterday.
Every witness that the Attorney General has called have said that my brother and I were not involved in the statement of financial condition. That even includes their star witness.
So I'm really curious as to whether or not that's a strong defense. I mean, doesn't the buck stop at the executives, no matter who's counting, who's doing the accounting?
Yeah, you know, the burden of proof is a preponderance of the evidence. The government has to prove that it's more likely than not that they knowingly inflated these numbers. And I think he's right that there hasn't been a smoking gun. But as you say, there doesn't need to be a smoking gun. They don't need to have a witness say here, Donald Trump Jr. ordered me to do this specific thing and I did it. I mean, to a certain extent, Michael Cohen testified that way, but not really other people. He's right about that. But there's a lot of circumstantial evidence. And as you say, the fact finder here, the judge, is allowed to make an inference from the fact that he is at the top of this business, that he knew what was going on and had some role in it.
Well, his brother is probably going to testify, and they may be calling Donald Trump as well. So it should be an interesting couple of weeks. Rebecca Roiphe, thank you very much.
Thank you.